time for a little lights, camera, McCarthy.
Yeah. This morning, Kevin sitting down with Heart of Stone star Gal Gadot. Kev, good morning.
Honored to be here. How are you both doing?
We're doing well.
Green, green's the best color of all time. So.
Oh, why, thank you.
Green is awesome. And you and I are rocking the black today.
Yes, yes.
I'm back from vacation, so I'm just noticing all the colors in this room. It's beautiful.
Did you go on a black and white vacation?
No, I went to Maine, but it was like a very different different vibe from being in D.C. So, all right, real quick, Heart of Stone is a new movie out this Friday on Netflix. Essentially, Gal Gadot plays an operative who works for a peacekeeping agency that's trying to keep a hacker from stealing their biggest weapon. She joins Jamie Dornan in the film as well, and Elia Bahat as well. So there's a lot of big cast members in this movie, and I spoke to the cast, including Gal Gadot, all about it and more, and the idea of this defying the odds in life and pushing against the grain and making your own path. That's kind of the big theme of this film. So here's Gal Gadot and I talking all about it and more. Take a look.
You know what you signed up for. No friends, no relationships. What we do is too important. When governments fail, the only thing left is the charter.
I want to ask each of you, I love this concept of defying the odds, right? And this idea of kind of what that means and kind of going against the grain and kind of making your own path. I wanted to ask each of you, if you could think of a moment in your career or your life where you felt like you defied the odds the most, maybe a pivotal moment for you.
I think for an actress, for an actor, you get so many no's, like you get rejected left and right before you get a yes. And I think for me, that's my small victory. The fact that even though all the different no's and the rejection and, you know, people said at the beginning, how could a model, how could she become an actress and how can she transition and all that? I just kept on, I stuck to my lane and I kept on doing what I felt was right for me. And now here we are sitting and talking about it. But I think that's like my thing, being determined, keeping on doing what I believe I can be.
It's a tough one because I mean, I don't want to seem like my decisions were defying anything. It was just my decisions because it's what felt most natural and most exciting to me at the time. But you can say that, yeah, initially, maybe I did make a couple of choices in my career that were not very commercial, that were a little bit more, what you say, serious in tonality, which tends to kind of attract a lesser crowd to the cinemas, not as happy, not as colorful. When my debut was extremely colorful, the song, the dance, you know, everything. And subsequently, I made very odd choices after that, maybe according to a couple of people, but I did so because I wanted to learn more from each of those characters that I played.
There's this concept of this idea about like, you know what you signed up for, and the concept of like no relationships and kind of like what this character has to give up in order to be, you know, who they're going to be in the world of what they're doing. For you as an actress, I find it interesting because when you do become an actor, you do give up certain things about, like, you know, anonymity and things like that and privacy and certain aspects of that. I mean, I'm not saying you're comparable to like the agent and kind of what she's dealing with, but that line to you and the idea of, you know what you signed up for, and then the things you kind of have to give up to do the job that you do. Like, what do you see in that line from a personal perspective?
I think everything you do has a price. You know, there's comes with an exchange. And being an actress comes with an exchange of, you know, you're not anonymous anymore, and everything you said about privacy. But I think because it didn't happen to me all at once, and I had a career in Israel before I did in America, and then in America I took, you know, it was gradual until I broke out. I think it was a very, very healthy evolution for me, personally. And I was ready when it happened. I was ready, and I had the tools, and I was mature enough to to cope and to handle with all these things, with all the implications, the price.
All right, that is Aaliyah Bhatt as well as Gal Gadot talking all about the new movie Heart of Stone, which hits Netflix this Friday. You were talking about how you know her work very well, you said.
Massive Bollywood star, so it'll be really cool to see her on the small screen making a Hollywood debut.
Yeah, and these movies are huge international films on Netflix, and that's why like you see such an incredibly diverse cast in all these big movies. So I love that all the actors have a chance to be able to do that. So cool.